Okay. Call the April 26th meeting IDA to order. Can I get a motion to approve the March 22nd meeting minutes? 2028. I think that's supposed to be 2023.
Yeah.
March 22nd, 2023. All in favor? Okay, opposed? Call the April 26th meeting IDA to order. Okay, get a motion to approve the March 22nd meeting minutes. 2028.
Jet lag.
I've heard Scott twice.
This is the Lord's.
Okay, we're good. Okay, the assignment authorizing resolution. Grow East to Sun Grow East.
I don't, what do you guys wanna come up to the
Yeah.
table here, Dirk, or?
I'm sorry, Jeff, nice to meet you. John, Randy. I'll stand on, how's that?
Okay,
I'll take.
so, and John can jump in if we need to, but, so we have a pilot agreement covering the greenhouse in Ontario. You guys are all familiar with Intergrow's greenhouses, I should say. And Intergrow is working to sell to a new owner. Dirk, if you want to elaborate on all that.
I'll elaborate, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm Derek Beemans, one of the owners of Integral Greenhouse, and I've been working with the IDA since 2018, 19-ish. That's when we had the pleasure to build in the town of Ontario. So we built 25 acres there in 18, 19, and then a greenhouse area. I don't know if anyone who has driven by it. Then in 21 we added another 10 acres. So we have 35 acres in Ontario. We have a location in Orleans County in Albion, 55 acres, and we have a smaller greenhouse still in Allegheny County as well. So we have a little bit over 100 acres of glass greenhouses where we grow tomatoes. Our industry has been evolving quite a bit. You know, we've seen a lot of consolidations in our industry, and even though 100 acres may sound like a lot, we're a fairly small player in the market. So we've evaluated our business, and we feel in order to guarantee growth for our company and employment, you know, for all our workers and our viability for the future, we feel that we have to. We've been looking for a strategic partner to have continued success in the industry. We think we found one in another much bigger player than us in the greenhouse industry, very strong in marketing. So we've been having conversations with them for the last 3-4 months, and decided we're going to start a new JV. So Integro will still be involved, be a partner, 49-51% with the other company. Operations will continue pretty much as is. The biggest difference is that the marketing side will be done by the other company. So the marketing of our product will eventually roll into another label than the Integro label right now. So we're trying to close the deal with the new partner and start the JV here. But part of the process is we don't want to lose out on the IDA benefits. So looking to transfer those benefits to the new joint venture.
Jeff, can you take one step forward so your head's not cut off in the video?
Absolutely.
Thank
How's that? I didn't want to linger over it. Yeah, my name's Jeff Davis. I'm with Barclay Damon out of our Syracuse office. So we represent the other half of the joint venture, which is the parent company's Mastronardi Produce out of Canada, the Sunset brand. If you've been to the store and you've seen that brand, that's where you get the sun in the grow of the name. That's ultimately their brand name that they use for tomatoes. And so they have and I worked on and constructed a roughly 100-acre greenhouse in Oneida County called Green Empire Farms in the city of Oneida in the village of Wampsville. So they're operating that currently. So in the same market, really, and so this consolidation makes great sense for everyone involved. And as Dirk said, the request is an assignment of the IDA transaction to the new joint venture. so that those benefits can work through. This is happening quickly. As Dirk said, this is all come together in the last few months. This closing needs to happen in like the next 2 weeks. So it's the assignment request is last minute, but a little bit urgent. Unfortunately, it's how these deals come together. And then we'll be working through and hopefully have a full closing, IDA closing, and the closing with on the financing side of this transaction by May 8th.
Questions?
Are you guys going to obtain more acreage in Wayne County? What's
So
the
where,
thought
where,
on-
where we are at, in Ontario, the layout of the site is for a total of 60 acres of greenhouses. It's all, prep work is it's all ready to build. So we've built phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 3 is 25 acres that has not been built yet, but ultimately that's the goal to fill the site up as utilities and everything is all, and our pack house, the portion that IDA is supporting us in, that's all set for the full build out.
And how many employees do you have now? in Wayne
Currently
County,
about
Ontario?
120, I would say, 120.
And with the build out, how many more employees?
There'll be another 50 probably.
Other questions?
This is similar to what we did for IEC with creative technology.
Correct, when, yes.
Yeah, there's
Transfer that assignment.
Yeah.
It's not,
So quick, maybe they
Yeah.
And just like looking over FTEs too, so their original pilot application committed to adding 50 jobs, so they're already at 127
Yeah.
as of this past year. They've already well surpassed what they've.
And it's good. I like what you said. I mean, that's what we're about, giving our people, our community some jobs.
Yeah. And it's all locals that we
Yeah,
have.
absolutely.
So it's great.
all the conditions of the existing
Yep.
pilot would carry over to the transfer of the benefits. So just really, any material change in ownership is required to make notice to the IDA and required board approvals. That's why we do. Other questions from anyone?
It's an amazing business. I
Yeah.
was at the Farm Bureau presentation you put on a
So was
couple
I.
years
Yeah,
ago. Learned so much about it that I had no clue, even being.
Yeah,
a
a lot
farmer.
of supervisors are asking if they could get a
I
tour
will,
of the
well,
facility
there,
if that's possible.
okay. When you opened your first meeting, I think twice was brought up with the
Right.
supervisors over there. You don't mind, maybe we can organize something.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Also mentioning.
Okay, I think Pam's been there.
I wasn't there.
I know some more land in the town of Gurnee might be available.
Quiet.
Good job.
Hey, I was gonna hit him. Yeah,
I'm first,
Sit first.
And so did-
We haven't been in that greenhouse.
he's down the road from me, so I can.
Seems very good. Any other questions?
good. Do we need,
Yes, we have a resolution here.
okay,
Make a motion to approve the resolution.
thanks, Ken.
Second.
Thanks, Phil. All in favor?
I
Aye. Opposed? Good. Okay.
Thank you all very
Good.
much.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
All right,
Figure.
thanks everyone.
So while we're already live, can we just finish the IDA meeting?
Sure,
Yeah.
Otherwise,
We're
we have to
easy.
go back. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, you again, Jamie.
That's what it did. Okay, so bank balances, honestly, they're about the same as last month. Nothing has really changed. Relatively speaking, we are looking at the CD funds and looking for different options. We've been in contact with multiple different banks, both relating to their CD options, their rates, what the recommendations are. We've been looking and talking about T-bills. So we are doing a big portfolio investigation to see what we can do upcoming. So that will be brought to the board next month, which is the exact same day as when the CD matures, which is May 31st. So we'll present you with all of those.
Okay,
Any questions for Jason?
Oh, next one is the budget. Again, so this is the budget, compared to the actuals compared to the budget that was approved in December for fiscal year 2023. The actuals are from January 1st to April 19th when we ran the report. There's a couple highlighted items, which is, total income, which we are relatively actually a little ahead of the anticipated income, giving the first quarter, which is doing great. This kind of goes back to the agency fees and the administration fees and stuff like that that have come in. Pilot applications.
I have a question. Did they have, does Integral have to pay another fee to do the switch, another closing fee?
I think that we
Just
will
leave,
use-
yeah, just the
Just
transaction
legal
and costs, yeah, there's no
Yeah.
agency fee associated with this. They're covering the cost of our attorney.
That you can scroll down just a little bit on it. These are all of our expenses. Honestly, we were right on board for that and actually a little under the anticipated, which is always a good thing. And for quarter two, I expect the exact same thing. We're just gonna be moving right along. Yep, so the trend will be similar to quarter one and quarter two, same thing with the expenses, and even remained under budget a little bit. No questions on that? No? I think that's all I have.
I have several things to talk to you guys about, but appropriate for executive session.
For IDA or EDC?
Idea.
I do.
I think the motion I can adjourn and move into executive.
Our executive session.
Okay, second. One sec.
Yeah. So if I pause the recording, it'll pause the live stream, I'm assuming. And then I can just go back without.
That's a good confirmation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're good?
Recording, it'll pause the live stream, I'm assuming. And then I can just go back without. Should be. So it's paused. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good? No?
Recording, it'll pause the live stream, I'm assuming. And then I can just go back without. Should be.
It did not.
We always have funny stuff, just.
Yeah.
There you
That just stopped the line.
I think it's paused.
It's not. We're good?
No, it's just repeating. Recording, it'll pause the live stream, it's repeating. Should be.
It did not.
Did not. Oh, yeah, no, it didn't.
Yeah.